anybody else feel like there's too many hunters in this country? Excuse me, guys. I've been hitting the sauce pretty hard, and I just have to say, that's just the Paladin way. We are on the drunken seas, and we don't care how much our deck doesn't make sense. There are so many drunk paladins that are out there, and the reason why this archetype is called drunk is because I don't have a problem. You're the guys with the problem. I love this. This is just a hobby of mine. But sea shanty, divine brew, playing a bunch of minions and then making them even larger. Alcohol makes you feel a little bit bigger than you actually are, so that's why we are talking about Drunk Paladin, because just like alcohol, this deck is absolutely everywhere. It's everywhere. Paladin's the #1 deck on HSReplay and on HSGuru. We're going to be taking a deep dive into this deck and really asking ourselves the question, what is the best version of this deck? And I believe I have 2 different versions of this deck that might be the best for you to play, because there's a lot of bait within the Drunken Paladin archetype, and we have just recently seen the solidification of this archetype as the most popular and almost the most powerful deck that has ever existed. We got Saladrasil, which is just Drunken Paladin, but it still has like some of the older cards that people are running with, like Mixologist. This is finding its way at Diamond through Legend, but then when you take a look at the data, in top 1000 Legend, you have Saladrasil that completely changes around, because now these cards are no longer the core, they're no longer the commonality, they are now out. We have a different list, and even Libram Paladin is trying to piggyback off of the success of a Saladrasil Paladin, and it's okay. It's a pretty decent deck, but it's very dependent on those Libram draws. It's very dependent on getting that weapon discount synergy as early as possible, and I believe that with Drunk Paladin, all you really need to do is mulligan for 2 cards. You need to mulligan for a 1-mana holy spell, which is most of the deck, by the way, and your Flickerbot. The Flickerbot is by far the reason why this deck is so good, is because you can play on turn 2 a 3/3, and as early as turn 4 you can potentially summon 2 8/8s if you're not already playing 1 8/8. So Saladrasil Paladin, Drunk Paladin has absolutely taken over, and if we take a look at the mulligan data, you can really understand why a deck like this is thriving. So let's go ahead and break down why Drunk Paladin is so massively powerful. So this is going to be the main version of the deck that we're going to be breaking down today. It is the version that is running only Libram of Clarity in order to draw 2 of 4 minions. You have double Flickerbot, you have your Lanessa, and you also have your Ursol. So you have an easy way of tutoring these minions into your hand, but this is also a great card just to jam on turn 3 if you've already played some of the other holy spells. So that way you can get your hands on the Flickerbot for 0 mana, and then you can easily just throw it onto the field. Sometimes you get both of them and you have 2 0 mana 3/3s followed up by your 8/8s in the next following turns, and that is just going to win the game. This deck has a very good aggressive start, has a very good mid game, as well as fantastic late game possibilities, to where the only weakness of this deck originally was card draw. And now we have put in cards like Hand of a Doll, we have put in Flash of Light, we have Dragon Scale Armaments, and these cards are fantastic when you pair them with your Lanessa. There are essentially 2 different ways of playing your Lanessa. You have the OTK, obviously, after you've played the Ursol and you hit the Saladrasil, and you have a bunch of Nightmares that are just sitting in your hand as essentially 0 mana 10 damage. But another way that you can utilize this deck when you're not exactly hitting the draws and you're not exactly, where you want to be, you can play Lanessa followed up by a bunch of coins from Metal Detector or from O Manager, and then you can use those coins, gain mana, and use your Flash of Lights, your Hand of the Dolls, your other draw cards in order to help you cycle through the deck, so that way you're not, you're not dead in the water. So Saladrasil Paladin has a lot going for it. Drunken Paladin is by far its most common name now, and there's another list that is not going to be highlighted in the video, but I at least wanted to showcase this because this seems to be the other side before people really started running Resistance Aura. I didn't even talk about Resistance Aura. We'll get to that here in a second. But Vicious Slither Spear, taking out the Libram of Clarity. There's some other cards. I'm not sure exactly what all the differences are. But this deck does not run a Resistance Aura. And now I got to go back and tell you about just how good Resistance Aura actually is as a card. The reason why this card is becoming way more popular, and if you look on the data, it's kind of funny how its win rate isn't exactly there,
but this is a card that really depends on the matchup. In the mirror, for example, if you play Resistance Aura before your opponent has even played a spell, suddenly their Divine Brews are going to cost 2, all of their other important spells are going to cost 1 mana more, and even in like the Rogue matchup, for example, their cards are more expensive. The Warlock matchup absolutely hates the Resistance Aura, because then suddenly instead of playing 2 spells, they have to play 1 spell, and sometimes that 1 spell is not good enough in order to remove the board. So Resistance Aura also works with Lanessa. Keep that in mind for later. It works with Lanessa, so you can double stack the Resistance Aura and essentially keep a Cult Neophyte-like effect for over a couple of turns. So yeah, very good card. If we look at HS Guru, you will notice that, you know, Vision is scary. Clark HELLSCREAM was the very first person to try the Libram version of this deck on the ladder, the one with only Libram Clarity, not the weapon. And the reason why I started playing this deck was because of this Twitter post. It's very funny how this Twitter post absolutely exploded onto the meta, because after I saw this play a couple of games with it, I literally have not seen a Resistance Aura deck. It is very common for me to run into this version of the deck now without any Slither Spears, and honestly, you might be able to use that to your advantage. Slither Spear might be a slight bit better, but the Resistance Aura, I believe, just opens up your matchups so much more. And the thing to keep in mind about this deck is that its popularity has been skyrocketing. It has just absolutely been blowing up. Drunk Paladin, Diamond through Legend, 16% of the meta. At top 1000 meta, at top 1000, it's 13% of the meta since the patch has gone out. However, if you look at how long it's been in the past week, Drunk Paladin is 25% of matches. In the past 3 days, it's 28% of matches at top 1000 Legend. And in the past day alone, it has literally been over 30% of the meta. And honestly, the funny thing about this is that this deck is definitely doable and definitely counterable, but the reason why I believe a lot of people are playing this deck is because it's simple, it does its job, it seems to be very effective unless you're playing specifically Rogue, which does tend to counteract the Paladins, but like the Demon Hunters, the Warlocks, the Death Knights you'll see on ladder, Drunk Paladin has very good matchups almost against everything. Like Death Knight, if it's Blood DK, it's a little bit unfavored. If it's Rogue, it's massively unfavored. The Hunter matchup, not that common, but you know, let's not talk about those dirty Hunters, otherwise you might get a rant from Clark. So this is the version of the deck that will be featured in the game clips coming up ahead. I just want to give you guys one more, general rundown of the deck in order to figure out why this deck is super powerful. But I will also give you a warning. This deck is very easy to misplay with. And the reason why I'm saying this is because if you miss like your Lanessa draw when you absolutely need it, the biggest weakness of this Paladin deck is when it doesn't have card draw, it is very dependent on its next couple draws in order to solve the current problem that it is facing. I need a board, I need a top deck board. I have a board but I don't have buff, I need a top deck a buff. I'm only getting one draw per turn. So knowing these two different lines and these two different ways of playing the game is very important. Because the primary way that you're going to play this game is that you're going to mulligan for some sort of 1 mana holy spell as well as your Flickering Light Bot, so that way you can just play a holy spell on turn 1, maybe play more holy spells so you can play your Flickering Light Bot on turn 2, play more spells in order to maybe get your giant as early as turn 4 or turn 5. But if you don't have your giant as a possibility, it is perfectly fine for you to like draw your cards, play Metal Detector in the mid game and get some coins, so that way you can bridge the gaps between your Lanessa combos and your Ursol combos. And how do you exactly bridge these gaps? Sea Shanty. Sea Shanty is an absolutely insane card to where it might be a 0 mana 15/15 in a lot of circumstances, but more often than not, this card is going to get played by about turn 4 through turn 6, usually for that amount of mana, 4 to 6 mana, because you've been playing your cards like Divine Brew. Divine Brew is a fantastic card to keep in the mulligan, not just because it discounts the Light Bot, but it helps discount the Sea Shanties. You gotta give, your pirates some alcohol if they're gonna get a little bit rowdy, and that's why it's called Drunken Paladin, because you absolutely need your pirates to get rowdy as quickly as possible. So try to get your 5/5s onto the field, and then after you solidify the board, it's very easy for you to not win with the Ursol. It's actually kind of funny how this card is like your late game win condition, to where if the game does go on longer than you would usually like it, then you do have the Saladrisil combo. But there's going to be a lot of circumstances potentially where you just play Saladrisil naked, get that +5/+5, maybe get the 10 damage if you haven't had your Ursul yet by turn 9, and then you just have the board won. So this is a tempo deck first, kind of a combo deck second, and then of course you have your overall win condition. But here's the thing about this deck. Like I said earlier, this is your late game stabilization. You're not 100% dependent on this interaction, because there have been plenty of times where I unfortunately have to play my Ursul. I have negative tempo, and I'm essentially passing my turn over to my opponent. And if we're in a Drunken Paladin mirror and they have the board, this isn't very good. So Ursul Tree is definitely a primary win condition in this deck, but it's actually not the win condition that you go to the most. The best win condition is going to be storming the board, having gigantic minions that your opponent can't clear, and then just storming face with a bunch of 8/8s with buffs.
Nobody takes away my pain like you.
Oh, right. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you like this kind of content. Check out the Patreon if you want to support us directly. I'm not sad, you're sad, and I'm gonna go ahead and take this in the other room. So thank you guys so much for making it to the end of this deck actual drunken breakdown, and we'll see you for the next video. Crafted a questline priest. Now I'm finally having fun, thank God. Well, this is an awful start. Obsessed with Warrior right now. I mean, he wants 1,000 wins with the class. It's his last 1,000 win with the class. That's why he wants it.
Go on, take light.
Alright, so at least we have tempo before the other guy. I really don't even know what needs to be nerfed. Like, we just have a good deck that is beating other decks, but it's not like it's doing anything inherently broken right now, other than Shadow Step Madness. Like, I would argue this Paladin is way more annoying to deal with than with Rogue. Because when it does literally what we're doing now, it just feels impossible to lose with this.
No.
I guess now we're playing Life Saving Aura. Actually, no, we're still doing this, so we can do this into this next turn. They nerf Food Fight Warrior too hard. I don't want a deck like Food Fight Warrior to be good, to be honest. Like, there wasn't anything interesting with the deck other than it was the counter to Armored Demon Hunter. Like, you summon Big Dragon and be like, oh, look at that, you can't deal with the Big Dragon. Oh man, I wonder what's gonna happen now. Oh, someone can't deal with the dragon. Yeah, like, I don't like that strategy being good. Oh, yo. Good use of armaments there. Alright, get 8/8 on the field. I still don't have Sea Shanty, which is so sad. I really feel like this is most of my games, where it's like, I don't get the Sea Shanty early on, even though I had like a Divine Brew. Like, I've been playing buff cards, but I guess I didn't play this thing fast enough. I guess that was the mistake then. If I played this, I could have done this into this, and then this would have been 5 mana, right? Oh, well, I guess it didn't matter. My opponent was gonna prevent me anyway. Turn 4, 8/8, we're Relocation Warlock now. Resistance Aura on the deck to counter other Paladins. Counter Rogues as well. So it's just, this deck is essentially just Tutor Stone. Mini set next week? Dude, there's no way we're getting a mini set in less than a month of the expansion. The expansion came out March 25th. It hasn't even been a month yet. Isn't it usually like a month and like 2 or 3 weeks before we get a mini set? I mean, they have to be making this faster. Mini set on the 29th. Alright, well, at least next turn I can play all the cards and play Sea Shanty for 0. They should have given all classes an imbue hero power. I don't agree with that. No. If all classes had an imbue hero power, then some of them would be just like a hot garbage, and they just wouldn't be good. And we'd have more failed imbue decks. Every single time they come out with a keyword, it's like with Excavate, for example. Every single class didn't have an Excavate. Dude, is it just me, or does it feel like every single Paladin has better draw than you do? But why certain classes? Because design. I really wouldn't want Demon Hunter to have an imbued hero powers. Finally, someone's thinking with their head. Is Drunk Paladin better than Ashemain Rogue? No, but I'm fucking up with Ashemain Rogue, so I'm playing the easier deck. I'm also losing the Paladin v Rogue matchup as the Rogue, so I definitely know that something is wrong.
I have little time.
What are these trades? I feel like this guy would have won the game if he just pushed aggressively. Druid the best of you class? Currently, yes. You still love you, Clark? Oh, thank you, Matt. Always need that positive reinforcement. Okay, question. How does Lanessa into Resistance Aura work? That would work, right? And I feel like that would be like ridiculously good in this circumstance. It doubles, oh my god, it stacks? Okay, so I have to do it this way then. That's actually turbo broken that it stacks. All right, let's test it. Oh my god, oh, that's not okay. Oh, that's really not okay. Oh my god. Dude, because now my opponent is gonna have a harder time activating their Saladrassil. Oh my god, no. I mean, he doesn't have 0 mana cards anymore. They're 2 mana. They still work with Lanessa, but
The sun shines for me.
lol. 2 mana coin. Dude, this is okay, that's kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of funny, dude. What does the aura do? It makes your opponent's spells cost 1 mana more for 3 turns. It's such a good card to get in the way. All right, give me a 1-drop, please. Oh, is it 2 turns? My bad, for 2 turns. Damn it, why don't I have my, I should have kept the Dragon Scale Armaments, but that's hindsight. Please win and get out of my rank so I don't queue into you and get embarrassed again. Aw, well. I've been making some embarrassing plays myself. It's all right. We all suffer every now and again. Rogues and paladins everywhere. Dude, everyone's drunk. Everyone's drunk. Everyone's playing drunk paladin or pirate rogue. Yeah, 2 mana 3/3. We can't be messing around with 2 mana 3/3s, dude. They're too good.
Have you filled out the paperwork?
Oh, he's not doing the thing with the cove? Does that impact battlefield? That was impact battlefield. So I think we just give this divine shield. Maybe we just give this divine shield instead and just let this die because I don't really care too much about it. I also could go for aura. But here's the thing, is aura even gonna be that good right now? I guess I could stop the spell. You know what? Sure. We're all just alcoholics. I mean, I would not be surprised if most card gamers were alcoholics. Or had some sort of vice. Imagine if Glowstick could go face, dude. Oh my god. I don't think I've ever high rolled this hard with this deck before. Oh my. Oh my. Holy hell. I mean, if Glowstick used to go, if Glowstick went face, it would have been lethal. But it doesn't go face anymore. But I mean, Jesus, yeah, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What do you do in this circumstance? Who needs 1 mana 1/3s when you can have 0 mana 3/3s? Yo, is that Lorenda? Yo, what's going on, mate? Yo, Lori, is it true that you've been like running a lot or like walking? I hurt my leg because I ran too hard. Sometimes you have bad luck on a given day of Hearthstone. There are days where it seems like nothing I do goes right, and everyone I play top decks the perfect out. I mean, that's because your opponent's literally him. You have to realize that you are the side character in someone else's main story. Sometimes you are the main character. Sometimes you are the villain that gets beaten up in a very embarrassing way, and it's a lesson for the kids. Ooh, random effect? I love random effects. Oh, hey, hello. Yo, wait a minute. Okay, yes. I guess we're always buffing that now. Oh my god, what is this high roll? Wait a minute, what is this high roll? Then again, how does he kill it? Oh my god, he can't kill it. Oh my dear lord, he can't kill it! Yo, Hand of a Doll, please, bro. Hand of a Doll, I'm begging, bro. I'm begging for, oh, you know, that also works! Oh no! Oh no, he's just getting scammed by the Wind Fury! Oh my god, what is this? Oh my god, no. No, he's gotta be able to kill it. He's gotta kill it. Oh my god. Oh no. It literally will never die. Oh my god. This is the biggest scam I've ever had with this deck. This is so not okay. Yeah, esports, baby.
My god, how did he do it?
You finally have a way.
The best Hearthstone player that ever lived.
Oh, is that enough? Wait, that's still not enough. He needs the other Morbid Swarm. Oh my god, he actually cleared it. No way. Dude, no! He actually cleared this? Oh man. I'm never lucky, guys. Dude, what if he, no, he can't find a way to turn this around. Wait, no. I'm gonna need you to chill, sir. All right, here's the question. We never like full play into, we don't play into Corpse Explosion. If I play double 8-8, we're just setting ourselves up for disaster. But we do, though? I mean, now I think we actually do, because now we just have this get coin and then play this on turn 7. So fuck it. Like, he has to deal with it, otherwise he's dead. Oh yeah, oh no, we have to play our 0 mana 3/3 and a 2 0 mana 8/8s. I mean, if this was Corpse Explosion, he wouldn't be trading. It would just be going face. Damn, bro, that's still pretty good. Stop not dying. All right, we learned Drunk Paladin. We got it now. Yeah, I don't think there's any way he can come back here. Like, it just feels like a lost cause at this point. But man, is he trying. You at least gotta give him commitment for that. Bro saw our start and was like, no, I can't lose this. I have to play it out. God forbid I concede. Oh my god, the sea shanty on top of this? Dude, this just isn't fair. Damn good deal. Damn good deal. Okay, we want to keep this, right? God. Yeah. Oh my god. Wait, dude, Liberal to Clarity 90%?
The best Hearthstone player that ever
lived. That's pretty crazy. My favorite is when you forget to hero power as a demon hunter or something, and someone says, "Why not swing?" Yeah, my favorite questions are always like the lines that are technically impossible, or like the lines where like you don't have enough mana for it. But sometimes chat just thinks you have infinite mana to do everything. Who up Clark and Nate Dark? Yo, what's going on, Mad Hazards? I'm up Clark and my Dark every morning, bro. Every morning, every evening, and sometimes in between when I go into the bathroom, you know? It's never too late to help your mental health, right? What's Clark like before Dark? Stressed out. Usually video editing. Before Dark, Clark is tired. Always tired. Do we make big minion or do we get another minion? I feel like I like the idea of doing this instead. Because we can still play this on curve, and then we can use this for either reload or if we draw. I like this a little bit more because if we draw the third minion, then we just draw the deck out. You know, if I played O Manager, I could have reloaded with Sea Shanty here. Advice for later. Oh, we missed the minion. Damn, that actually kind of hurts. Hold the 8/8 because layover. I feel like. Here's the thing: if I don't play 8/8, he doesn't play layover. I feel like it's better to get it out. You know what I mean? Like, if he has it, you force him to play it. And then, I mean, I have Sea Shanty, so I can reload next turn. But the big question was it better to just set up for Sea Shanty, pressure with that, and then play 8/8? I don't know. This is still looking kind of good, honestly. If this can draw Cellar's Hill, then we're chilling. Is it worth it to use the Divine Bruise here? I could just spend the mana and just get everything out of hand. Yeah, I feel like I'm supposed to. Makes the other draws a little bit better. No, I'm not gonna go that far. Is there ever an argument to go for like Lanessa, like Brew combo to win the game? Wait a minute. Was that ever wait, that actually maybe was a consideration. Wait, hold on a minute. Like if this stuck, he had nothing to, oh my god, that could have just been a shit ton of damage out of nowhere. But now I don't have Brews because I just played the, oh god, wait a minute. I have completely forsaken the OTK. Alright, keep in mind, this matchup's supposed to be super favored. Damn, bro. Yeah, dude, if I didn't just play the Bruise like that, I could have just won with Lanessa. But maybe this is still enough.
Sun shines.
I don't know if this is enough, by the way. Low-key just YOLOing it. Oh my god, it's one off. Flash of Light into... Huh, wait a minute, there's nothing in my deck that gives me lethal here. So I'm just gonna have to do this. Jade Golem, really? I guess at this point, I wonder if there was ever an argument just to draw with the Flash of Light. Like, we could have just drawn from the Flash of Light, but then again... Damn, wait a minute. Jade Display might legitimately be like a turbo low roll.
8 combatant sensors, and I take the crown.
Really? Okay, there's the Ursine Ball. Ooh, but Resistance Aura, dude. I have to play Maul, right? I really feel like this fucks him so hard, though. Trust in my gut. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait. I left the... Oh, wait. I left this thing alive. Oh, wait. No, 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 no. It was literally just do this so that way I could glow stick. Oh, God. I lost the plot. Oh, God. Wait. This is actually really funny. Maybe we're fine. Yeah, we needed to kill your... yeah, hold on. We might be okay. Maybe going for the trees is still gonna win us the game. But we also have 8/8s to worry about now. Oh, dude, this was such an oopsie. Oh, this was such a fuck up. Okay, again, that's really funny, but still.
Evil will be purged. Rise and let battle stand.
I was so focused on getting the Ursul value, I completely forgot the reason why we needed to do the other play. Yeah, I mean, I realized I could have done that tangent. It was just a matter of, do I Ursul ASAP to try and end the game? And it's like, now I could play the Resistance Aura, I could stick bigger minions. He needs to have very specific answers in order to begin to start clearing this shit. Like, I wonder if... Would that play you still get Ursula though? Oh, because we, oh wait, equip them, okay, wait, that's actually a fantastic point. Yeah, hold on, you're 100% right.
Whoa, too many cards.
Is there trouble?
Too many cards.
My line was considering we could just sap multiple cards at the same time, but maybe that's not a good idea. Why would I need to sap multiple cards? So yeah, I guess just getting rid of it would have just been better. But is this still gonna win? Gotta remember the saps. I mean, I keep thinking I can greed them.
My hand is full.
Make more bad top decks. I have to worry about Ceaseless.
Is there trouble?
Yeah, this game was sloppy for me, for sure. We're giving him all the outs in the world.
Destruction.
Is there trouble?
I think we have to take the chance of being like he's not gonna draw it. It's like I really need to mitigate the board. Don't like doing this. Damn, bro, I really. How did I get to this position? Yeah, letting yours stick just deviated lines. That's not a good draw for him. In case we need to attack through at a taunt or something. We still have the starship to worry about, right? Alright, didn't throw it. Should have lost. Could have lost. But didn't lost. Yeah, we didn't lost. We didn't lost the game. Me am smart. Me made all correct decisions.
All hands on deck.
For Lordaeron.
Think this has been the best meta in years? Hell yeah, dude. Love to hear that you're loving Hearthstone. Keeping this in hand is not a good idea.
My blood boils for war.
All right, hold on. Is this ever Aegis first to just kill the minions so we can coin metal detector? Just always play Aura, I guess. Yeah. Okay. I mean, at what point is playing life-saving Aura on turn 1 not the correct answer? Because like now we can just coin metal detector. Now it's just fine. I don't even care about taking the damage. I mean, we gotta do it. This thing needs to be taken care of, so it doesn't become a problem later. Coin Aegis here. We could do that, but wait, what? He does nothing? Not even hero pa- Whoa. Wait a minute, dude. We just win now. Your turn. He doesn't want to give me a coin. I know, but like if he has nothing to do here, then it's just over.
My blood boils for war.
Like skipping your turn is just never correct, I feel like. Like I know why he doesn't want to do it, but it's like at what point? Like you're just denying yourself the win now.
Will be purged.
Yeah, that aura is the killer in the mirror. Yeah, this really sucks for him. I'm not gonna lie, dude. The aura is just genius. It's so turbo smart.
Reporting for duty.
Will be purged.
Give it a shot.
Oh, damn, bro. Remember that rule that everyone would say, he who Salagacils first wins the game? Guys, he gave me 1 damage. The Elven Archer could actually be used for lethal. Oh my Dude, be honest with me. Be honest with me. When was the last time you guys saw an Elven Archer battle cry kill someone? When was the last time you saw that? I feel like it's been ages. It's been like actually a decade since I've seen that. Oh my god, we're really throwing it back this expansion, dude. 1 shot, 1 kill.